All right, so the overall landscape of college football has been changing over the last couple of years, and I figured why not just break down everything that's been going on lately, and just kind of just kind of just give an update on where the state of college football is. Where is college football headed with conference expansion and whatnot, and all this stuff going on, and conferences merging together. Let's just kind of go through where we're at right now, and what do we know, and what we know is confirmed. So what we do know is that the Big 12 is adding Houston, UCF, BYU, and Cincinnati. Those are all would be formerly known as Group of Five teams or independent teams in BYU's case, but all those four teams are heading to the Big 12 starting next year, which means hypothetically Texas and Oklahoma will be going to the SEC as early as probably next year. Speaking of which, the SEC is getting Oklahoma and Texas at the latest 2025. I believe next year is when we will officially see Oklahoma and Texas and leave the Big 12 and go to the SEC. There is no way the Big 12 is going to have 16 or so teams in the conference, and keeping Texas and Oklahoma in the conference as long as they are probably not good, because it's going to add in some awkwardness to the fact that they know they're leaving and they're still there. So I would be very surprised if they're there next year. I do believe they will be leaving, just the fact that the Big 12 is already adding in those four teams. And what came out last week, speaking of more expansion, the Big Ten did officially announce they are intending to add USC and UCLA from the Pac-12 to the Big Ten. I think this definitely is a signal that we are heading towards super conferences, very much an NFL model. Personally, as a college football fan, I don't like that. I think that's getting a little too close to the way the NFL does it. I know there's folks who support it and do support it, or support it and don't support it. I'm not one of those who can't support it. I mean, I've been a fan of college football really for several years now, and I really just kind of wanted to be kept regional. I understand for TV contracts, easy for me to say, TV contracts and just everything, the streaming wars and the money and whatnot. I understand it from that aspect. There's a reason why it's happening, but to me, I'm just someone who likes regionality in college football. I think this is not very good. Who knows? Maybe in a couple of years we will look at this and be like, maybe this wasn't so bad. But at the moment, I can't see this as a positive for the sport. I think this is getting too close to the NFL. The NFL is what it is, and college football is what it is. They're not the same. They're it's football, but the NFL is different from college football. I mean, they're just different. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else I can tell you. College football are going, a lot of people are also saying, this has everything to do with playoff expansion or whatever. This has everything to do with TV marketing and TV deals. It's just everything to do with that. The playoff is kind of its own, subgroup. But overall, that's the update on college football expansion, conference expansion. That's kind of my thoughts on it. Like I said, personally, I'm not a fan of this. I don't like it. I think it's kind of, I guess, college football losing its regionality. I don't like it, and I think this is at the moment, looks like a pretty bad decision. So again, that's the update on where we are right now. I'm not going to go over the other rumors. You follow college football on Twitter, you know what those are. So I'm not going to touch those. Those are, you can do your own research with. But at the moment, this is what we do know. This is what's been confirmed, and who knows? Maybe in the next couple of days, something else will break or not. We'll see.